Okay, so we've got this. This is going to be your inside corner. Just kind of show you what I think is probably the best way to lay these out. Your perpendicular side is going to not have a channel cut in it here. Excuse me, your parallel side is not going to have a channel cut in it there. And your perpendicular side will. So this channel here that's cut on the, on that inside edge there, that's where it will receive all your perpendicular pieces. Those pieces that you've got there with that box also are the ones to cover the landing as well. So they're the ones for the perpendicular side upstairs as well as the ones on the landing. So basically, if you do the parallel side first, okay, and cut inside miter like that, and what I would do is just get this side, this parallel side, get it so that you've got it figured out where you want that seam to be, where you want this seam to be. You'll be able to manipulate this, pivoting it back and forth like that a little bit in order to compensate for in your drywall, you might have like this, kind of thing going on where they pile up mud on the seams and stuff, can cause, for there to be spots that kind of come out more. Anyway, if you look straight down that edge, you'll notice it kind of is going to snake around a little bit. So you want to make sure that what I would, I guess, recommend doing is looking down that edge and seeing where you figure sticks out the furthest, and then putting your piece like this at that location where it sticks out the furthest, pushing this in tight and marking right there, and then making that kind of the location for your parallel line that runs all along this side, so that you know where this side needs to tie into all the way down, if that makes sense. And then once you've got that one set, okay, the line set, I should say, you can go ahead and go through and install all these. You can put this is, you're going to have to pretend with me that this is filled in, because this is a piece cut for the perpendicular side, but we're using it on the parallel side. So if this were filled in, you would put PL Premium 3X here and here, or just actually the way to do it is put some here and then use your V-notch trowel to put some on your floor up here. Being able to see where that line's at, and then you just set that piece in place, putting it right along with the line there. Now you can wrap tape around. You might find it easiest even to set your floor along this side, a couple rows of your floor, and then put this piece on. And that way you can pull a piece of tape across the flooring, across this, and onto the wall to hold this in tight, so you have a tight, reveal down here, keeping that tight against the wall. So once you got that side set and that corner's mitered, then you can grab your other side, which is going to be this perpendicular piece, and get a miter cut on it here, and then just of course you're going to want to set this line to 90 degrees, and do the same thing along this side, where you eyeball down and see what's sticking out the furthest, and then line that up for where you want this edge band seam to sit, and then you'll mark that line out. I've got it marked here in purple. So if that's where I want this to go, I'm just going to keep kind of working with this piece to be able to, line up on that line and give myself a good miter here and a good reveal here. So, if it were to sit like this, for example, then I would see, okay, I need a little bit off of a 45 degree. I need to bring it back this way a tiny bit, my cut, so that it, you know, tightens that up. So you can make any adjustments you need to, you know, with this end of this piece. You can keep cutting off as you need to till you get a good reveal here that lines up with your with you know, so that these are both lined up on your lines, and that this is a good looking seam here. You know, you can always put a little bit of LVP floor filler, you know, in these, you know, anything that's open here a little bit, just to give it a good finish off. But and of course you want that corner there, right, to be set well. So then that's when you take these pieces that have this undercut on them, taking one little fit there, and you put a little bit of CA glue on that. You can CA glue generally. I'd recommend to use the medium type. CA glue generally comes with an activator, but I wouldn't use the activator on this because I wouldn't want it to set up super quick. You can kind of determine that as you work along, if you want to do that or not. But I'd put just a bead along here, and not keep it, or not let it get real close to the corner there, because you don't want there to be any squeeze out right there, or as minimal squeeze out as possible. You may want to just keep a rag handy to wipe it up immediately if there is any squeeze out. But if you just lift this lip up a little bit, you can use like a putty knife or something just to lift it up a little bit, so that you can slide it underneath, and then set it into that glue. Then pulling a piece of tape across there to hold that in place. And of course, this line you've got running here and this set you want to seat well. So, making this 90 degrees is kind of key. So that you can have all of these perpendicular pieces land into this edge band, and continuously still line up with the floor. So then what I would do is I would install a single piece of this along my line, and then install each of these pieces, working my way down so that they're, like I say, then you just pull that in with tape to hold it in place. And as long as you're installing these pieces one at a time, that gives you the ability to make any kind of adjustments, any tiny adjustments that you need to make to the direction of that. So just a little bit of tape like that. And then of course tape here as well, pulling these pieces into each other. And that way, you can, with confidence, continue to work down this side, knowing that everything is going to be, held in place. Again, like I say, you can tip this in or tip it out, in order to kind of work with whatever waviness you have in the drywall. So you could use a pin nailer if you wanted to set this in any way, but installing like this entire row, for example, while having it taped on here, and say you get these three rows in and get that set, that will stabilize this. But you do benefit a little bit from having this installed in a way that you can adjust it a little bit as needed. Then the other thing, I guess, to cover is that when you are joining these pieces together with this little joint system here, the best way to go about that is get this top set in position so that it's where you want it, and you can even lift one of these sides up a little bit to tighten this seam up as much as you want, and then put a piece of tape across that, and then same thing here, and then you finish up on the bottom, and you can use a clamp or something if you want to hold that top piece up. But what I would do is, like, say, put the PL Premium here, put the PL Premium on your floor surface that's going to go against this, and then to join these, I would put CA glue here, 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 and you could even do some there, but like I say, with PL on this side. And then, in fact, the better way to do it actually is put it on the inside here, and then if you wanted to use activator just so these set up quick, you would spray this side. Anyway, get those into position so that they're pulled in nice and tight. One thing that you may find is that because these are, there's a section there that's loose, in order to get these to both set flat against the piece, you can take something like this, and push tight against it for 10-12 seconds as that activator sets that glue up, and that way you don't have any warping in your seam there. And then, like say, if you just tape here and even on the bottom, like say, you could put some pressure under there as well. You could even make a little jig that has a little 1/2 inch groove in it, so you can do the bottom and the front here at the same time where you're putting pressure on them. But that's kind of the key to making those finish out nice and line up really well. And then like say, that PL Premium will work really well. You may want to, on this side, just bring the PL Premium up to this line and then put a small bead of it right there. So that way, when you set this like that, you're not getting the PL Premium in your lap channel there, that it can, you can then set these pieces in on top of the glue you've got here, and then, like I say, pull those in with tape and make them as tight as you'd like. So anyway, hopefully that gives you an idea as to best way to proceed with this.